All right, welcome back to Inside the Distance. UFC Paris is finally here, Jack, and I think there are some really sneaky spots on this main card if you know where to look.
Yeah, and guys, quick heads up, our three-piece parlay, you know the classic, it's already up on TikTok and X, so if you're impatient, go check that for our official play. But right now, we're digging deep into this main card, fight by fight, like we always do.
Exactly. And let's start at the top. Reese McKee versus Axel Sola. McKee's coming in as a slight underdog at plus money, which, if you've watched this guy, is kind of wild. He's got the experience. I mean, he's taken shots from some legit names, gone 3 rounds with real killers. And it's not just that, though. His striking volume is nuts. He's got this, I don't know, unbreakable aura to him in there, even when things get ugly.
Totally agree. Listen, Sola's fun, right? Scrappy kid, but at minus 135, he's not exactly screaming safe favorite to me. McKee's just one of those classic live dogs. He can take licks, keep coming forward, and what I really like, his gas tank it never quits. You throw him in there with, Hamzat a while back, and he survived longer than most people expected. That, to me, is a big deal. You see a lot of guys with padded records, but McKee's only lost to, monsters.
Exactly. That's the difference. You look at McKee's history, he doesn't disappear when it gets tough. I might be wrong, but I'd rather have the plus money side in this one than put faith in an unproven favorite, especially at this level. Give me the guy with more scars, honestly.
I'm right there with you. McKee can absolutely outwork Sola over 15 minutes. Wouldn't shock me if he breaks him late, even. First fight on the card, and we're already looking at dog value. Love it. All right, let's keep it rolling. Next up is Balaji Oki and Mason Jones, and the line's looking pretty similar to the first one. Oki's at plus 114, Jones at minus 135. This is where things get interesting for the favorites.
I'm big on Mason Jones here. Oki's flashy, sure, and he's kind of got that Hail Mary in round 1 vibe, but Jones, he's the grinder. He can take damage, put up that relentless pace, and just drown guys. Over 3, I trust the guy who can move forward without gassing out.
Couldn't agree more. And bettors sleep on those grind-heavy fighters because it ain't flashy, but when it comes to cashing tickets, I'll take the dude pushing the wrestling, landing the basic combos, making it ugly. Oki, man. He's dangerous in round 1, but hasn't faced someone who will just, bite down and refuse to go away.
And just a quick note here. I actually remember one time I nearly, and I mean nearly, cashed a Lord-sized ticket on a Paul Craig upset. If you ever get too cute trying to fade the grind and pick the chaos guy for value, man, it bites you back real quick. Paul Craig is the king of that, but most of the time these chaos picks don't land.
That's perfect setup. Let's get into that next, right? Bukauskas versus Paul Craig. Bukauskas is sitting at minus 355, Craig's at plus 280. One of those numbers where you're like, oh, that's a big favorite, maybe it's time to get cute, but then you remember how frustrating Craig is. He'll pull guard upside down, throw triangles from nowhere. What do you do with that?
Here's my rule, and I've learned it the hard way. Paul Craig at plus money is always live for a miracle, but you can't stake your rent on that miracle. Bukauskas, he controls the striking, he keeps it in his wheelhouse. He's not blowing the doors off anyone, but he wins those minute battles, keeps his head, limits mistakes. Minus 355 is rich, not a straight bet, but he's a parlay anchor. He does what he does, and if Craig starts getting tagged late, Inside the Distance is sneaky too. There's risk, but not enough for me to fade the favorite here.
Yeah, if you want to build out a safer ticket, Bukauskas is one of those legs to add in. Just don't parlay the whole card, that's all I'll say. Never ends well.
All right, now we hit the business end. Co-main and main event. So, Benoit Saint-Denis versus Mauricio Ruffy. We've got BSD at home, and man, that Paris crowd will be wild. Lines are BSD plus 145, Ruffy minus 175.
Yeah, and for me, I'm siding with Ruffy. I know BSD is all heart, and you can never count out someone that relentless. But Ruffy, he's got a wrestling base. Fights calm, good decisions, doesn't get rattled as easily. I see him just shutting down the wild moments BSD lives on. It's not a runaway, but minus 175 is fair for the favorite.
Look, I'll play the other side just a bit. If Saint-Denis can drag Ruffy into a, French riot out there, anything is possible. The home crowd, it matters. Sometimes you get a second win you didn't expect, ref pressure, whatever. But yeah, skills for skills, Ruffy should avoid the dogfight. Still, I see value in a super late finish if that chaos spills over. Small sprinkle, maybe.
I like Ruffy by decision, but a KO wouldn't surprise me if BSD gets reckless trying to play hero for the Paris fans. Tools-wise, it's Ruffy for me, but there's that wild card energy you just can't ignore.
Main event time. Nasruddin Imavov slight dog at plus 110 against Caio Borralho minus 130. Line super tight. I gotta say, I'm leaning Borralho. His pressure is key, his grappling is tough to handle, and those metrics on cage control, they're solid. If he gets Imavov to the cage, he can make this scrappy, maybe bank early rounds off clinch work.
Ooh, see, I'm on the other side here, and not just because I love picking the home underdog. Imavov's range, his jab, he moves way better. Paris crowd behind him, that matters. But mostly I just think he keeps this standing and pieces Borralho up. If it stays a kickboxing match, he's live every minute. Plus, it's plus money, and sometimes you just ride the dog when the tools are that close.
So that's a true split, which honestly I like. Tells me the main event is line right. Grappling and pressure against movement and clean striking. Should be fireworks to close the card.
Absolutely. So quick recap for everyone. I'm taking McKee, Jones, Bukauskas, Ruffy, and Imavov. That's how I see the board landing this Saturday in Paris.
And it's a nice mix, man. You're trusting experience on those dogs, locking in favorites where it makes sense, and giving yourself a shot at a couple plus money hitters. That's balanced. And again, guys, if you want to see the official 3-piece parlay, you know where to find it. TikTok and X, links are there.
And hey, quick plug, if you want the official UFC Paris walkout kits, tees, hoodies, everything, the link's in the description. Fanatics always keeps it stocked. Whole city of Paris is going to be electric on fight night. We'll be back right after the card with the full, fast recap, win or lose.
Yeah, so keep your bets sharp, enjoy the card, and we'll break it all down when the dust settles. Jack, always a blast chopping it up. Let's do it again next week.
You know it, man. Everybody listening, thanks for hanging with us. Stay locked in.
Inside the distance. See ya.